Discipline today is misunderstood. People think it's about rigid rules or shaming yourself into progress. But what if discipline was your path to true freedom? In a culture that glorifies comfort and instant gratification, choosing discipline is a rebellious act. We're told to just stay motivated, but the truth is, motivation fades, discipline stays, and that's what makes it rare. You're watching StoicCraft, where we help you build your inner world, strong enough to lead your outer one. If you're ready to master the habits that separate the few from the many, you're in the right place. Subscribe now. And let's begin. Have you ever felt like you're standing in your own way? You set a goal, make a plan, and for a moment you're convinced this time will be different, but then life happens, a distraction here, a temptation there. And before you know it, you're back where you started, wondering if discipline is something you'll ever truly master. That frustration, it's real, and you're not alone. But here's the thing, discipline isn't about being perfect or forcing yourself to push harder every day. It's about understanding yourself, your fears, your habits, and aligning them with what truly matters to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoics believed that extreme discipline isn't a punishment, it's freedom. It's the ability to act intentionally no matter what chaos surrounds you. In the next few minutes, we're going to uncover the 9 Stoic secrets that can transform the way you think about discipline. These are timeless lessons that have grounded warriors, philosophers, and leaders for centuries. They're not quick fixes or trendy hacks. They're principles designed to create a steady, unshakable foundation within you. Let's take this step together. Before we begin, please subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing videos like this. Let's get started. Understand the why. Why do you want to be disciplined? That's the question most people skip when they decide to get their life together. They jump straight to the how, creating routines, downloading productivity apps, or reading the latest self-help book. But without understanding the why, discipline becomes aimless. It turns into a grueling, unsustainable grind that fizzles out as soon as motivation wears off. The truth is, you can't build discipline around nothing. You need a purpose, a reason to keep showing up when the excitement fades. The Stoics called this telos, or your ultimate purpose. Marcus Aurelius didn't sit down to write meditations because it was trendy or because someone told him to. He did it because he believed in living according to his values: courage, wisdom, self-control, and justice. For him, discipline wasn't about checking boxes, it was about becoming the kind of person who could withstand life's storms with grace and strength. Without that deeper connection to purpose, discipline feels hollow, like steering a ship in circles because you don't know where you're going. Think of that ship for a moment, out on the open ocean. The waves are relentless, the wind unpredictable. A captain without a clear destination would be lost, burning precious time and resources with no end in sight. Now think of your life. If you don't know where you're heading, what truly matters to you, how can you expect to stay disciplined when the waters get rough? This is why understanding your why is the foundation of extreme discipline. It's not enough to say, "I want to be successful," or "I need to lose weight." Those are surface-level goals. Dig deeper. Ask yourself, what does success really mean to me? Why does it matter? Maybe it's about providing security for your family, or proving to yourself that you're capable of more. Maybe it's about honoring your health so you can live longer and be there for the people you love. Whatever it is, it needs to resonate deeply. It needs to matter to you more often. The discomfort of staying disciplined. I'd like you to try this simple but powerful exercise to get started. Grab a notebook and write down your core values. What principles guide you? What kind of person do you want to be? Then list your long-term goals. Be specific instead of get in shape. Write, run a 10K by the end of the year because it will make me stronger and healthier. Instead of save money, try build an emergency fund to create stability and reduce stress for my family. The more clarity you have, the easier it becomes to align your actions with your purpose. Discipline Without purpose is exhausting, but discipline fueled by a clear why that's unstoppable when you know what you're working toward and why it matters every step, even the hard ones, becomes meaningful. That's where the real power lies. Master the art of delayed gratification. The hardest battles are the ones no one sees. They happen in your mind in the moments. When you're faced with a choice, chase instant pleasure or hold out for something greater, it's tempting to take the easy route, to scroll on your phone. Instead, working on your goals, to eat the junk food instead of cooking a meal, or to spend money now instead of saving for the future. These small decisions may feel harmless in the moment, but over time, they add up. They either build you into someone strong and disciplined, or keep you stuck in the same frustrating cycle. The Stoics believe that resisting immediate gratification wasn't just an exercise in self-control. It was a path to ataraxia, or inner calm. When you stop chasing fleeting pleasures, you free yourself from their hold. You stop letting external desires dictate your actions, and you gain the mental strength to prioritize what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This isn't about deprivation or denying yourself joy. It's about choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term satisfaction. Think of discipline like planting a tree. When you plant the seed, there's no immediate reward. The soil looks the same, the seed is hidden, and nothing seems to change, but day by day as you water it and tend to it, the roots grow stronger. Eventually the tree breaks through the soil, and over time it flourishes into something remarkable. Delayed gratification works the same way. You may not see the results right away, but every choice to delay pleasure is like watering the seed of your future success. Practicing delayed gratification doesn't mean you have to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Try introducing micro delays into your daily routine. For example, the next time you crave a snack, wait 5 minutes before indulging. If you feel the urge to check your phone during work, finish one task first. These small acts of resistance may seem insignificant, but they train your mind to pause, reflect, and prioritize what's important. Over time, this practice becomes a habit, and the habit becomes a lifestyle. You start to realize that the momentary discomfort of waiting is far outweighed by the satisfaction of achieving something meaningful. You begin to trust yourself more, knowing you can endure temporary sacrifices for long-term growth. Discipline isn't about never giving yourself a break or denying joy. It's about learning to wait for what truly matters. It's about understanding that the best things in life often take time to grow. Mastering the art of delayed gratification is hard, but the rewards, they last a lifetime. Embrace discomfort. Discipline doesn't grow in comfort. It thrives in the moments when you willingly step into the hard, the uncertain, and the uncomfortable. We've been conditioned to seek ease, air conditioning on hot days, instant food when we're hungry, distractions at the first sign of boredom. But the truth is that the more you avoid discomfort, the weaker your resilience becomes. And resilience is the backbone of discipline. The Stoics understood this better than most. Seneca, one of Stoicism's greatest thinkers, often practiced voluntary discomfort to prepare his mind and body for life's inevitable challenges. He would eat simple meals, wear rough clothing, and expose himself to situations far beneath his wealth and status. Why? Because he believed that when you can willingly endure discomfort, you gain control over your fears. You realize that the things you dread aren't as terrible as they seem, and that you are stronger than you give yourself credit. Think of life as a blacksmith's forge. A piece of raw metal isn't strong or useful on its own. It has to be heated, hammered, and shaped to become a blade that can cut through anything. The same goes for you. Each time you step into discomfort, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, you're refining yourself. You're building a stronger, sharper version of who you are. But embracing discomfort doesn't mean you have to throw yourself into extreme challenges overnight. Start small and let it build. Take a cold shower for a minute every morning. Push yourself to speak up in a meeting where you'd normally stay silent. Commit to finishing that one task you've been avoiding, even if it feels overwhelming. Each act of discomfort is like striking the forge, slowly shaping you into something stronger. And here is the beauty of this practice. Discomfort loses its power over you. What once felt unbearable becomes routine. The cold shower that shocked your body on day 1 becomes refreshing by day 10. The fear of failure that kept you from trying fades when you realize you're still standing after a setback. Every step into discomfort proves that you are capable of more than you thought. The world may tell you that a good life is a comfortable one, but the Stoics would argue otherwise. A good life is one where you're prepared for anything, where you've trained your mind and body to endure, adapt, and overcome. By choosing discomfort, you're not just building discipline, you're discovering the depth of your own strength, and that strength, it's unshakable. Build small, consistent habits. Discipline isn't about making one dramatic change. It's not a giant leap or an overnight transformation. Real discipline is built through small, steady steps, actions so simple they almost feel insignificant at first. But over time, those small actions compound, shaping who you are in ways you can't see right away. The Stoics understand to this deeply. Epicus reminded us to focus on what's within our power, not on chasing perfection. He said, progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. The point isn't to be flawless, it's to keep moving forward, one deliberate choice at a time. Trying to overhaul your entire life in a single moment is overwhelming and unsustainable, but starting small, that's achievable, that's sustainable. Let's take a single drop of water. Hitting a rock on its own, it seems like nothing. A drop is too small, too soft to make any difference, but over time, those drops wear the rock down, carving it into something. New habits work the same way. Each small action, each drop, might seem trivial in the moment, but they build momentum, they create change. The key is consistency. Start with one habit, just don't make it so simple that it's almost impossible to fail for. Example, if you want to write every day, commit to journaling for 2 minutes. Not an hour, not even 15 minutes. Just 2. If your goal is to exercise, begin with 5 push-ups or a short walk around the block. The goal is to do something monumental. It's to prove to yourself that you can show up. Once that habit feels natural, build on it. 2 minutes of journaling might turn into 5, then 10. A walk around the block might lead to running a mile. This is how discipline grows, not through grand gesture, but through small, consistent actions that align with your values. And on the days when it feels like your efforts aren't making a difference, remind yourself of the water and the rock. Change is happening, even if you can't see it yet. The Stoics didn't chase perfection, and neither should you. Instead, focus on progress, on doing what's within your power. Today, no matter how small it seems, each habit you build is a step toward the person you want to become. And when you string enough of those steps together, you realize just how far you've come. That's the quiet, steady power of discipline. Detach from outcomes. True discipline isn't about what you achieve, it's about the act of showing up again and again, regardless of the results. In a world that constantly measures success by external milestones like hitting a fitness goal, landing a promotion, or gaining recognition, it's easy to tie your efforts to outcomes. But when you focus solely on results, you hand over your peace of mind to things outside your control. And when those results don't come as quickly as you hoped, frustration, doubt, and burnout take over. The Stoics had a better way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. For the Stoics, the process mattered far more than the result. You can't always control the outcome of your efforts, but you can control the effort itself. Did you put in the work? Did you stay consistent? That's where your focus should be. Discipline isn't a guarantee of success, it's a commitment to the process regardless of what happens next. Think about modern challenges like fitness or career growth. It's easy to obsess over the number on a scale or the size of your paycheck, but those outcomes are often influenced by factors you can't predict. Genetics, market conditions, timing. If you measure your discipline by these external markers, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Instead, shift your attention to the process. Did you stick to your workout plan? Did you give your best effort at work today? These are the questions that truly matter, because they keep the focus on what you can control. You can start by tracking your effort instead of your outcomes. If you're working toward a fitness goal, create a habit tracker where you check off each day you complete your workout or meal prep. Don't worry about the scale, worry about whether you showed up. If you're chasing a career goal, keep a journal of the steps you're taking, the calls you made, the skills you learned, the hours you put in. Celebrate the process, not just the results. When you detach from outcomes, you free yourself from the constant pressure to perform. You stop seeing setbacks as failures and start viewing them as part of the journey. Every step you take becomes valuable, not because of where it leads, but because of what it builds within you. Resilience, consistency, and strength. The world may tell you that success is measured by what you achieve, but the Stoics knew better. Success is measured by how you live, by the choices you make, the effort you give, and the discipline you build along the way. Let go of the outcomes, focus on the process. That's where the real growth happens. Control your environment. Discipline isn't just about willpower. It's about strategy. If you rely solely on mental strength to resist every temptation, you'll eventually burn out. The smarter approach, shape your environment so that it works for you, not against you. When your surroundings align with your goals, discipline becomes less of a battle and more of a natural flow. The Stoics emphasized the importance of minimizing external chaos to maintain inner tranquility. Epicus advised, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This wasn't just about ignoring criticism, but about bootstrapping away distractions and unnecessary influences that pull you away from what matters in today's world. Distractions come in endless forms: cluttered spaces, constant notifications, and social media feeds designed to steal your attention. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're barriers to focus, discipline, and peace of mind. Take a look at your physical environment. Is your desk piled with papers and random items that distract you? A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. By tidying up and organizing your surroundings, you're not just making things look nicer, you're creating a space where discipline can thrive. The same goes for your digital world. Notifications, endless scrolling, and an overflowing inbox are modern distractions that drain your energy. A digital detox, turning off notifications, setting app limits, or dedicating tech-free hours can restore your focus and help you regain control. Think of your environment as a foundation for success. You wouldn't plant a garden in rocky, nutrient-deprived soil and expect it to flourish. The same applies to discipline. You need to create conditions where it can grow. That might mean decluttering your workspace, setting up a designated area for focused work, or even rearranging your living space to reflect your goals. Small changes, like keeping your phone in another room during work hours or prepping your gym clothes the night before, can have a massive impact on your ability to stay disciplined. It's also about setting boundaries. If your environment includes people or situations that constantly derail your focus, it's time to reassess. This doesn't mean cutting everyone out of your life, but rather being intentional about who and what you allow into your space. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth, and set firm limits with those who don't. You can't always control the chaos of the world, but you can control what you invite into your personal environment. By decluttering, limiting distractions, and setting clear boundaries, you make discipline less of a struggle and more of a habit. As the Stoics taught, tranquility begins within, but it's nurtured by what you choose to surround yourself with. Reflect and reset. Daily discipline isn't something you set and forget. It's a daily commitment, refined and strengthened through reflection. Without taking time to pause and look inward, your actions can become mechanical, disconnected from your purpose. True Discipline comes from understanding yourself, your progress, your setbacks, and the lessons each day brings, and the simplest way to do that through daily reflection. The Stoics were masters of this practice. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most disciplined, documented his reflections and meditations. These writings weren't for anyone else. They were for himself, a way to evaluate his actions, realign with his principles, and prepare for the challenges ahead. He didn't dwell on his mistakes or pat himself on the back for his successes. Instead, he used journaling as a tool to deepen his self-awareness and stay ground-founded in his values. Reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about looking forward. By taking a few minutes each day to review your choices, you build a clearer picture of where you're excelling and where you need to improve over time. This practice sharpens your self-awareness, helping you identify patterns and make adjustments. It's like checking your compass on a long journey. Even if you veered off course, a quick recalibration ensures you're heading in the right direction. Start small with your daily reflection. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes at the end of each day to sit with your thoughts or write them down. If you're unsure where to begin, use simple prompts. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What challenges did I face? And how did I respond? What can I improve tomorrow? This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Maybe you stayed focused on your goals today, or maybe distractions got the better of you. Both outcomes are valuable if you learn from them. The act of reflecting allows you to reset with intention and avoid carrying unnecessary baggage into the next day. Discipline isn't just about doing it, it's about understanding why you're doing it. Reflection connects your daily actions to your deeper purpose. It reminds you of your values and keeps you aligned with them, even when life gets chaotic and when you stumble. And you will, because discipline isn't flawless. Reflection gives you the clarity to get back on track without guilt or self-doubt. As Marcus Aurelius showed us, reflection isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's where discipline is renewed and strengthened. By taking the time to reflect and reset each day, you're not just maintaining discipline, you're mastering it. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, what did I learn today? Then use that answer to make tomorrow just a little better. Surround yourself with disciplined people. The people you spend your time with have a profound impact on who you become. Discipline isn't developed in isolation. It's cultivated through the influence of others, whether we realize it or not. The habits, attitudes, and values of those around us shape our own. The old saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," holds true, especially when it comes to discipline. If you want to strengthen your own discipline, you need to surround yourself with those who embody it. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who emphasized the importance of virtue, believed that we should be mindful of who we choose to associate with. He said, "If you wish to be a writer, associate with writers. If you wish to be a philosopher, associate with philosophers." The idea is simple. You become like those you spend time with. If your circle consists of people who lack self-control or who frequently give in to distractions, their habits will seep into you. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with disciplined, focused individuals, their behaviors, standards, and mindset will naturally influence you in positive ways. Think about your social environment. Are the people in your life helping you stay accountable to your goals? Are they pushing you to be your best self, or are they pulling you away from the discipline you're trying to cultivate? If your friends or colleagues aren't aligned with your values, or if they encourage bad habits, it may be time to reassess your inner circle. Discipline is contagious, and if you want to strengthen yours, you need to be intentional about who you allow into your space. It's not just about cutting out negative influences, it's about actively seeking out people who inspire you to rise. This could mean finding a mentor who embodies the kind of discipline you admire, or joining communities where self-improvement is a priority. For example, if you're focused on fitness, find a workout group or online community that shares your commitment to health. If you're working on personal development, connect with individuals who prioritize growth, consistency, and mental toughness. When you immerse yourself in a community that values discipline, you not only gain inspiration, but also accountability, being surrounded by others who are striving towards similar goals makes it harder to for all off track. Their commitment to their own journey reinforces your commitment to yours, and when you face challenges or doubts, these disciplined individuals can offer guidance, support, and the occasional push to keep going. Remember, discipline is a practice. It's easier to stay disciplined when you're in an environment that encourages it, so take a close look at your social service circle. Are you surrounded by people who inspire you to be your best, or are you being influenced by habits that undermine your goals? If it's the latter, it's time to seek out those who embody the discipline you want to develop. Seek out those who challenge you, who encourage you, and who hold you accountable. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping your character and your discipline. Choose wisely, practice gratitude, and celebrate wins. Discipline isn't just about forcing to do hard things, it's about finding joy in the process and celebrating the small victories along the way. Too often we get caught in the pursuit of the next big goal, fixated on what's still left to achieve, but true discipline isn't about reaching an end point, it's about embracing the journey, acknowledging your progress, and finding gratitude in every step forward. The Stoics understood the power of gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, often reflected on the importance of recognizing the abundance in life, even amidst hardship. He wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." This simple act of focusing on the good, of acknowledging what you have rather than what you lack, shifts your perspective in profound ways. When you practice gratitude, you shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, strengthening your resolve to keep moving forward. No matter the challenges, gratitude isn't just an emotional response, it's a powerful tool that supports your discipline. When you acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small, you reinforce the behaviors that got you there. Every step you take toward your goal deserves recognition. Discipline thrives when you celebrate the effort, not just the result. If you focus only on what you haven't accomplished yet, you risk burnout. But when you celebrate what you have done, you build momentum, boost your motivation, and increase your capacity to stay disciplined. Start by celebrating small victories. Did you stick to your workout routine this week? Did you manage to work on your project even when distractions were tempting? That's progress, and it deserves to be acknowledged. The more you celebrate, the more you affirm the positive habits that keep you moving forward. By shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's been achieved, you build a foundation of positive reinforcement that keeps discipline alive and thriving. To make this practice a habit, consider ending your day with gratitude. Take a moment each evening to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be grand gestures. Sometimes it's as simple as being thankful for a productive day, for a moment of clarity, or even for the lessons learned from a challenge. By closing each day with gratitude, you end on a positive note, shifting your focus away from what you didn't accomplish and towards what you did. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine isn't just a feel-good practice, it's an essential part of maintaining discipline. It nurtures your spirit, reinforces your commitment to your goals, and reminds you that every small step is part of the bigger picture. So as you move forward on your journey, take time to appreciate how far you've come. No matter how small the progress seems, celebrate the wins no matter how minor they feel, because they are the building blocks of your success. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps your discipline strong. As we've explored together, building an extreme discipline isn't about forcing yourself to follow a rigid routine. It's about embracing a mindset that supports growth, consistency, and resilience. From understanding your why and mastering delayed gratification to surrounding yourself with disciplined people and practicing gratitude, each of these steps plays a critical role in strengthening your resolve and staying the course. Discipline is a muscle, and just like any muscle, it requires constant care, reflection, and adaptation to grow stronger. If you found this video helpful and empowering, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights on personal growth, stoicism, and building a disciplined life, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Keep going, keep growing, and keep practicing your discipline. It's worth every effort.